international. And this company started in America in 1978, making us 45 years in business. And here in South Africa, we came in 1995. We are exactly 28 years in business. So maybe you might be thinking, I don't know about Forever. Oh, you've heard about Forever. And like I said, take a chill pill, really relax and get to understand. We are also vertically integrated and we are debt free, meaning that we own from the grounds our aloe grows. And of course, we own our manufacturing facilities. We also make sure that we have Forever Direct, where we keep our products and we ship it to all the 165 countries globally. We are also experienced with long-standing senior management team. There are people that started with Forever in 1978 and they are still with us in the Forever business. And of course, we are doing business in the health and wellness sector, which is a multi-trillion-dollar global market. I hope that you can agree with me when I say that COVID came, it was a global pandemic. However, we needed products like our Forever products, which are aloe vera based and natural and organic, which had helped the entire nation. And of course, as you can see, this is a different species of aloe. You may wonder why aloe. So I want to say to you that out of the 400 species that we have, this is Aloe barbadensis. Mela is the scientist that found it. It actually has 200 active compounds, 18 amino acids, 75 nutrients, 20 minerals, and 12 vitamins. And it's simply because aloe has tremendous benefits for a human being internally and externally. When we begin to look at the aloe species that we have internally, it will support, the digestive health of a person, promote a healthy immune system, support nutrient absorption, and of course, boost a, natural energy level. People like myself that drink the aloe vera gel is 8 p.m. in South Africa. You can see how excited I am, how glowing I am. And of course, externally, the aloe will moisturize, condition, and soothe the skin. And of course, maybe you might wonder, okay, yes, Hopelo, we hear what you say. What is it that you do differently in this amazing company? So the first thing is that we are the world's largest grower and manufacturer of the aloe vera and aloe vera based products. We also take huge care when we harvest. We hand harvest our aloe. We also hand fill it. We only use the inner gelatin when we actually process the product. So the aloe is a green layer. We don't use it, only the inner gelatin. And we also have patented stabilization process and aseptic manufacturing. So the patent actually makes sure that you don't see a copy of our products. You will never see a lookalike, a Forever lookalike product. We actually stand alone. And also these are quality products. They're natural, naturally derived, and also scientifically advanced. So we're not just thumb sucking, we are backed up by science. And also we have our own scientific advisory board of highly qualified professionals. So with every formula that we carefully produce and manufacture, this advisory board then come and say, this is how best you can actually do it. And also, you will notice that we are accredited, we are certified by the International Aloe Science Council for potency and purity of our products. As much as we are allowed to trade in over 165 countries currently, in South Africa, you will be familiar that the South African Bureau of Standard, each and every country, before they allow a consumable product, they actually take it, and test it and see if it's consumable for the nation. And of course, we are allowed in 165 countries. What we will actually love again is that we are halal approved and kosher approved, meaning that the Islamic community can come and consume the product according to their religion. So if somebody is an Islamic person, if they are Jew, we are kosher approved. If they are Muslim, we are actually halal approved. They can actually become your Forever business partner, or they can actually consume the product without any limitation. If you're looking at the Limpim Bunny actually says to us that we are cruelty free. With the cruelty free, it means that we don't test our products on animals. If you are a lover of pets, you can actually share some of the products with your pets, but also vegans and vegetarians will be able to consume the product, and they can actually become your Forever business partner as well. And then as you look at the Direct Selling Association, we are a member globally, meaning that you can never be arrested for selling this product. We are actually also governed, and we are protected as well, as we are actually selling this product. They are consumable products. And we're gonna continue to go on. The gentleman that you're looking at, his name is Greg Mon. He is the CEO of Forever Living Products. He actually inherited the business and took over from his father, Mr. Rex Mon. May his soul continue to rest in peace. And I'm actually so excited because I had the privilege. I had a privilege in 2018 when Forever reached 40 to travel to America and go and meet him. What a beautiful soul. And of course, we also have the president of Forever, Mr. Aidan O'Hare, another a bubbly, knowledgeable, leader within the Forever organization. He is here to make sure that everything runs smoothly within the business. And then, of course, you'll see Garen, Mr. Garen is an executive vice president of sales and technology in Forever Living Products. So this company is carefully looked after. It's actually making sure that everything within the organization runs smoothly. And of course, we do have our vice president of Africa, Mr. JB Amecha. So JB looks at the entire continent of Africa. He is the man that we're looking at. And actually, I'm getting excited and warmed up as I'm actually moving closer to home. This gorgeous lady that you see here, and she is the country sales manager of the Forever Southern Africa. Her name is Oni Mamadi Amdumela. She's actually, based here in the epicenter of SADC, which is, Johannesburg, but also in Cape Town, where our headquarters in. We call it the Travalto House. One thing that I want to say is that, the company actually owns everything. When I said we are, vertically integrated, even our headquarters, this is a monument in Cape Town. It's called the Travalto House. Tourists still, want to pay and go and see this house, but this is where our country sales managers and directors actually and the head office staff sits. So she looks after, the entire SADC, like I said, South Africa, Namibia, Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana, and Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. So she makes sure that the products are there. She makes sure that everything is taken care of. Now that you've heard about the history, where we come from, how long have we been in business, what is the core business that we do, I just want to now tell you what is the global success of Forever. So the global success of Forever, we combine the power of a network of home-based business owners. Who am I talking about here? You might be sitting in this meeting right now on this call. You are a doctor, or you're an engineer like myself, or you're an educator, you're a nurse, you are an accountant, you are maybe a domestic worker, or you are unemployed, but you are open-minded, you are focused, and you want to change your life. You are actually the right person to be in this meeting. Now, let me tell you how will this actually help you to actually become one of us who are successful in the business. Number one, what we do, we take out the middleman, and then we supply the products directly to the consumer, and then you are actually making the money. So as you are going to be, helping people with their issues, and you are actually going to be able to make an income and a living for you and your family. The second thing that we do is that we now show the business potential to the people that we actually want to share with. For instance, you've been invited. I don't know what your profession is, but what I want to tell you is that be open-minded enough. You will actually start ripping into what this, global business can do for you. Now, as we move along, I just want to come here and say there are benefits into, building your business. Number one benefit is that as you're coming into the business, and of course, the business presentation is unfolding, I want you to follow very well so that when I get into the how do we make the money, you will then keep in mind what the benefits of what you have to do may be then going forward. Number one is that the income is uncapped, meaning that you can share as much products as you like with the people that you love, the strangers that you're going to meet. Remember, it's about the impact. It's about doing, the right thing, but not for free. I love the fact that I'm kind enough, I've got the empathy enough, but I'm actually, reaping the fruits in terms of my pocket being actually empowered. And then, of course, this business is relatable to your family. Now, I don't know about you. When I still worked, I knew that the day God remembers me, my family will be, or maybe my job will be advertised before I'm even buried, of which I think we catch feelings for wrong reasons, because maybe you were, employed when somebody had actually also died. The organization also needs to continue. But here in Forever, I want to say to you that when you actually are normal, your partner or whoever you nominate will inherit your entire structure or business that you've taken your time in life and build. So basically, you are not building for now, you are building a legacy for your family. Now, the second thing that I want to say is that you decide your goals and the system will help you to achieve your goals. As we sitting all 600 of us in this meeting or on this call, we all have different goals, but the system within our business will then individually assist us to actually achieve the set goals and aspirations that we have for ourselves. And then number three is that if you are working currently, you can do this business on a part-time basis, or if you know somebody that's been retrenched or they're not working and there are people that are enthusiastic and they want to change their lives, bring them into the business to build a business on a full-time basis. Either or, you are actually allowed to do that. And then number four, we're looking at the fact that there's full training and support using a simple, and when I say simple, if you follow through, you will believe and you will see actually at the end of this presentation that indeed there's a simple steps that we take. This is proven globally. It's working in over 165 countries in the whole world. And of course, number five benefit that we look at is that as you will be building your business, as you will be taking care of your primary needs, you will now start qualifying for what we call Forever to Drive, or we call it the car plan incentive, and also this global travel. I don't know about you, as much as I was working, married and happy, in my bucket list was never global travel. And with this company, I've been able to travel to few countries. Just hold on and hang in, and you will actually see what I'm talking about. And of course, we do have global building business opportunity. Now, this is where you have nobody that you know or somewhere in the world, and you meet that stranger or that friend that has somebody all over the world. So this business, as you come into the business, it actually grants you a license to trade globally. I think it's hard to start a business, but leave alone going to trade overseas without knowing anyone, without knowing how the governments in those areas, do operate. But this business will actually give that to you for free. And we also have chairman bonuses. This is what we call a 13 check at work. Most companies give that, but I always say, because our payroll runs 4 times a month, 4 times 12 is 48. That would be our 48, or 49th check that we will have. And then, of course, as we move along, you're going to see the fact that we have recognitions, we've got prizes, and we've got lots and lots of fun in this business. Of course, now, allow me now to start saying, you've seen the benefits, pack them behind somewhere, and then as I'm going through, match what I've said is the benefit with what I will be saying from this point on. Now, maybe you're sitting on this call and say, she's speaking about open-minded, she's speaking about financial freedom, she's speaking about, building a global business. How do I do this? What is it that we do within the business? Number one of the things that we do in the business, we say, use the product, become your own best customer. So by so saying, I just want to say to somebody, but when you use the product, you have your own benefits. Nobody is going to ask you, but you are saying this and I'm seeing this. So I'll tell you about myself. Like I said, I'm a mother of 4. I look beautiful. The products have transformed me. It becomes easier. So number 2 is that we share the product. You will notice that we don't use the word sell, but we say share, because we begin to speak to people about the benefits and the experiences that we encounter with the product. And we're saying, if you can develop between 20 and 30 regular customers, you will actually be making, substantial income. So I will just give a figure to say, it depends on the effort you put, but you can actually be able to make at least your 5,000, to 6,000 rand in terms of sales. And there's a slide that you will actually be able to see this. And then now, number 3, what do we do within the business is that we build a team. How do we build a team? We go and talk to people about this opportunity. Like you are sitting here tonight, the person that has invited you will actually help you to go and speak to people, because as you're starting, you're not going to be able to do it. But we're not just looking for everybody. We're looking for 5 key people. Maybe you wonder, what is a key person? A key person is a person that says, I am working I have a salary, but I need a supplement. I am working, but I've got dreams beyond my income. I am working, but I also need better things for my children. So that is a key person, because as they coming into the forever business, they are going to build a legacy beyond just the salary. And of course, we work the simple cycle going into number 4, which is coaching the team. We coach the team to also develop their own customers so that they can start making an income, and also to start finding their own key people. We're not saying work with 5 people. We say it could be multiples of 5 key people. So I hope we are following. And then of course, one other thing is that we follow the simple cycle. You were contacted, shown the opportunity, you're actually sitting in a business presentation right now. The next step from here, we will register you into the business. We will do planning and action, because this is a business. You cannot join a business and sit on it. And then the aim is to help you to become a manager. But one thing that I want to say is that your why then begins to be the driving force. Whatever that you want to achieve becomes the driving force. With that being said, once you start working, you're going to actually bring other people. We literally just follow the simple cycle by making sure that we contact people, we show them this opportunity, we do the presentation so that they make an informed decision, they get registered, we plan with them as well, and then we help them to become a manager. Once you begin to do this, your lifestyle definitely start changing. You will start traveling. We headed to December holidays. Some people are stressed right now. They don't even know, how can I go and travel, or how do I go back home? If maybe you come from the villages, and then here you are, and they're expecting things from you, you will actually be able to have that money. Self-development. The past 7.5 years, I wasn't like this, and this opportunity has helped me to become the woman that I have become. And really, financial freedom become one of the things that I believe all of us in this call, we're actually looking to grow. We are looking for something big. We're looking for something beyond what we are currently. And really, I have retired within 11 months of being in this business. I left the company that I was working for. But from that day, I've been, saving for pension. There are people that are not even saving enough. They're still working, but they can't even save enough. But this business will actually help you that, when you retire, you don't actually find yourself not affording the life that you were living when you were actually working. And maybe you are looking to buy a new car. Your why must just drive you to continue to follow the simple cycle. Each one teach one, we all earn together. That is actually the power of forever. That's what we are actually doing here. Now, as we're walking into the areas of income, this is the only business, allow me to say, according to my experience, this is the only business where you find multiple streams of income within the one business. I don't know if you actually understand what I'm saying, but allow me to actually break it down and show you how. So as you're coming into the business, remember I said you start by using product. So if I find somebody that says, Hopelo, you've lost weight, I also want the, weight loss products. Or maybe I'm glowing at, my 40s and I'm looking so beautiful. People are attracted to beautiful things. As I'm going to share what I'm using, I'm making a profit. That is really, the number one that I can talk about as a retailer in the business. And then of course, there's nothing wrong with sales. If you're sitting here, maybe you're thinking, oh my gosh, sales, I want to say rich people sell. And really everything in life, we sell either our skills where we are employed, or we sell a product that solves people's problems. So indeed, we have these organic products that solve so many problems of people. And one thing that I just want to say is that we are not pharmaceutical. Instead, we are nutraceutical. These are supplements that help people. So go and look for people that have issues. It could be hairline, it could be hair loss, it could be blemishes, it could be, challenges with the weight. Whatever the problem is, go and solve it and make your profits. Number 2 is that you become a team builder. Over and above the profits that we get in this business, our payroll runs 4 times a month. So first 11, 22nd, we are actually paid as we are introducing people. Remember, you're not going to see forever on a billboard, on radio or TV. You're going to hear from somebody, just like you were invited now. So every 10 days, we are paying referral bonuses for just saying thank you for introducing the product to somebody else. And then, of course, on the 15th, we've got bonus recaps. We are paid according to how we are working. And then you'll find now business developers. So a business developer is somebody that says, you know, here I am, I understand the business, I don't want to win alone, I'm going to develop managers within my business. Those are business developers, and they are leadership incomes that are still to come. Hang on and come with me, and then actually go with me on this journey and see how we're going to grow into it. Now, I want to share the business building, you know, the building success, a successful business. How do we build the business? Because this is an American business. So we work on a global currency that we call case credits. So a case credit or a CC, every time when you hear me say case credit or you hear me saying CC, you must know that this is a global, you know, point system allocated to each point. I want to repeat that. Every time you hear me saying case credit or CC, I'm talking about a global point that is allocated to each forever product. As you can see the dollar sign, because we are an American company, we pay everybody in dollars according to the currency in their country. I hope you're getting excited, especially if you are here in South Africa. Rent is weaker than the dollar. It means we are actually paid more. So everybody globally in the over 165 countries is paid by dollar to the currency in their country. Now, let me break it down a little bit for you so that you can understand. So when we say building a successful business, we have what we call 4 case credit or 4 CCs. This is now, if you do this, even if you don't understand anything, I want you to maybe text or write down 4 CCs. I hope you've got a pen and paper, because if they say we're making money, you're writing something. So that 4 CCs, write it so that you can ask the person that has asked you, you know, to come into this meeting, because with 4CC, you're definitely going to be successful if you're going to learn it and apply it within your business. How do we then achieve this 4CCs? Remember, I said CCs are products that are allocated to product. So now let's look at this. The example, the aloe vera drinking gel at 0.102 case credit, the aloe vera jelly 0.060, a Touch of Forever combo 2 cc's, or Start Your Journey 2 cc's. So every time if I'm using aloe lips, I'm actually accumulating case credit or points. Every time I'm selling product, that product has case credit or point. And then every time I'm telling somebody about the business opportunity, they decide to come into the business, they are recruited, they are buying Start Your Journey or Touch of Forever, this is actually CCs. So when I use it, I get points. When I sell it or share it, I get points. As I bring somebody into the opportunity to change their lives and make money, I accumulate points. So sell it, use it, recruit it. That's how we accumulate case credit, because everything that I'm speaking about, whether I use the product, it's got case credits. Whether I sell the product or share the product, it's got case credit. Whether I share the opportunity with somebody that decide to start the business, the product has case credit. I hope we understand. So the 4CC is a basic fundamental, is the success factor. When you do this and learn to do more and go and duplicate, you are actually building a successful business. Allow me now to share with you, as you are going to start your business, you are going to get a, you know, Start Your Journey combo or whatever combo you'll start. As soon as your 2 case credit or 2 points, you become a full forever business owner. And the level that you are on, it's called assistant supervisor. This illustration that I'm giving now, it's based on an assistant supervisor, a full forever business owner. Now, let's just say you decide to share the aloe vera drink with somebody that says, you know what, I need to cleanse, or I need energy, whatever reason that they may need this. And I'm giving an example with this product because this is the flagship of the business. So now with the aloe vera drinking gel, when you actually go and sell it to somebody, your profit Your money that you invested is back. This is your profit now. It's 154 rands if I'm rounding it off. And imagine if you decide to say, let me sell 2 per day, you're looking at 308 rands that you are actually making in a day. Let's just say in 5 days, you decide to sell 2 per day. It means you've actually sold 10 aloe vera drinking gels. We are looking at 1,540 rands that you've actually made as a profit. Even if with 151, maybe let's just take it home. It's a Mampara week and you don't have money to go to work, petrol, 150 rand goes a long way. That electricity, it could be McDonald's for your children. Like I said initially, our struggles are different. Now imagine if you do it for 4 weeks, you sell 40 aloe vera drinking gel. We're looking at 6,159 rands that you can actually make. If you rewind a little bit, I said, when you start the business and you develop between 20 and 30 regular customers, at least on average, you can make your 5,000 rand. This is exactly what I was talking about. And the person that is invited here, you here will share with you and show you how you can go and do this. Now, we also have an amazing way of actually remunerating and thanking our FBOs in this business. We are saying, as you're going to share the opportunity with somebody that needs the money, somebody that also wants to make a change in other people's life. If somebody says, I'm starting my business, I'm starting with a Touch of Forever business combo, you will actually, your referral bonus, remember, you don't wait for referral bonuses. First 11, 22nd, this 3 days, we are paid for, introducing people into our own business. They start in their own business, but we introduce them. This is 2,120. And we do have Start Your Journey. Currently, when you buy the Start Your Journey, your referral bonus, because it's a smaller combo, it's actually 1,600. It will depend. I usually give this example to say, just imagine if you found 5 people that take Touch of Forever combo, we're looking at 2,100 times 5. We're looking at 10,500. The person that you are actually coming under will do the presentation. They will come under you. You get the 10K. If it's the 1.6 combo, we're looking at 8. You bring 10, it's 20K. You bring 10 from the 1.6 Start Your Journey combo, it's 16,000 rand. So those multiple streams already, you start seeing them here as well, because by referring a product, you are making a profit. By bringing somebody who wants an opportunity, you are getting a referral bonus. However, we are also saying, even if you didn't recruit anybody, we have what we call a boost bonus for our assistant supervisors. When you make 6,100, you have touched that 4 case credit that I said it's your referral, it's your success factor. It actually now says to you, we will pay you a boost bonus. The money you've invested is back. Your profit is over 6,100, and then we will pay you a 5% money of your invested funds, which is now another income within your business. And of course, you'll get another 5% of your preferred customer, the total of their combo. And if we just look at this illustration, the total income potentially, if you come in with a teachable attitude, you can actually start making 9,596. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to ask a question. Will 9,500 make a difference in your life? A professional as you are, if maybe you didn't even have a job, what will this 9,600 mean to you? If you look at the case credits, like I said, when you sell products, you're going to make an income. The 4cc comes, but the profit is 6,159. You bring in a new person who start their own business. As much as we pay you the referral bonus, you also inherit their case credits, which is 2cc's. It means now you're sitting at a total of 6cc's, but your take home for that time, we're looking at that potential 9,596. So basically things are happening. Now, Battle Up, let's talk about the marketing plan. The marketing plan asks you a question, because remember, you are the one who wants to start this business. Where do you want to be? So we do not dictate for people in this company. There is no favoritism, no boardroom discussion. As much as you put an effort into your business, that's how you are actually going to be growing. So let me tell you something, and a secret why is Forever still here after other companies come and they, create a havoc and they leave. In Forever, we don't recruit minors. When I'm saying a minor, I'm speaking about a child. So Sometimes people say, bring a birth certificate, you've got 4 children. It might look like my business is growing, but I can't teach my children to build a business. So in Forever, we are saying a person must be 18 years and above. They must have an identification document. It could be just a normal ID or a passport. Remember, we are a global business. We allow you to build a business wherever you can spread your wings. And then number 3 is that they must have a bank account, because I told you that our payroll runs 4 times a month. So we want to pay people for their effort. Let me recap a little bit. So 18 years and above, ID or passport, an account. Then they can decide to be a Forever business owner. Everybody that starts their Forever journey, start with, a Start Your Journey combo or Touch of Forever combo or a minimum combo, whatever combo they start with. Allow me to speak with them, Start Your Journey combo. This combo, the day you buy it, to join Forever is free. There's no joining fee. The money that you're going to take out is to buy product at 5% discount. I want to repeat this. To join Forever is free. You're going to buy a combo products that you're going to start your business with at 5% discount. If you sell your products, you are going to get your money back plus 5% profit. I will advise you to maybe use a tooth gel, use some of the products so that you can be able to have the confidence to sell. However, let's just say you bought the combo at 5% discount. You are going to buy the combo and you sell it, you get your money back plus a profit. Immediately when you buy the Start Your Journey combo, automatically the system upgrades you to an assistant supervisor position. These are the benefits of being an assistant supervisor. You are no longer buying at 5% discount. You are buying at 30% discount when you are buying the products. It means immediately there's an upgrade. Your profit is higher with 25%. From 5% profit to now 30%. It's 35%. It's 30% profit rather. And then every new person that joins your business, remember, you share the opportunity. People want to start the business, want to change their lives. You are going to be paid the referral bonus of this new people. The preferred customer profit is that 1.6 if we are looking at the figures really, if they're buying Start Your Journey combo. But remember, I told you about Touch of Forever. You've just seen it is 2.120. It depends what combo they're starting with, but the referral bonus thereof is 25%. On the 15, if or when you are 4cc active, you're making your 6.1 profit, you are a new person, you will earn the 5% boost bonus. Only if you're 4cc's. Hence, I'm saying write the 4cc's down so that you get to understand what is it that is going on. And then, of course, obviously, we are in a business. We want to move on. We want to grow levels as well. Each one, teach one. We all grow together and end together. You only need between 3 and 5 people within your team in order for you to build a supervisor business. But 4cc is important as you're going to teach your people. Say it's you recruited me, I brought somebody. I do 4cc, you do the 4, they do 4. It's 4, 8, 12. In the next month, if we go and do 4, 8, 12, 12 plus 12 is 24. And then you can just buy 1cc. You have reached a target of 25. Congratulations, you are a supervisor. Like I said again earlier on, I said there's no boardroom discussion. Whether you hit your 25 beginning of the month, middle or end of the month, as long as within the 2 consecutive months, congratulations, you're a supervisor. Every level that you're going to go on, you are actually going to get a higher increase in terms of profits. You will move from 30% discount into 38% discount. One thing that you will actually like is that the referral bonus is the same because we work with empathy. Even if you are new, we will help you to explain the business. The people will be your business partners. You will earn the referral bonus depending whether they join before the first 11 or 22nd. But what is nice is over and above their referral bonus on the 15 on your bonus recap, you will earn 8% of whatever your preferred customer has bought. And then we also pay you the differential. So as you are teaching people in this business, you are going to be remunerated for helping somebody to understand how to build their business. What am I talking about? So 38% minus the 35 of assistant supervisor is 3%. So we are going to pay you 3% of everything that everybody has bought that is still sitting at assistant supervisor within your business. And then, of course, we move right along. You want to become an assistant manager. You can work with between 10 and 15 people within your business to build your assistant manager group. The trick here is to teach them to also make money. Everybody must make money. So the 4CC plays a vital role within your business. How do we then do that? We are saying if 10 people are doing 4CCs, they're making 6.1. I always want you to remember that whoever you bring, help them to make the money. 4 times 10 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80 CCs. You're only looking for 75. Congratulations, you are an assistant manager. Any 2 consecutive months, you can actually do this. Beginning, middle, end, no discussion. The system will promote you to that assistant manager level. You are no longer buying at 38%, you're buying at 43% discount. What is nice is the referral bonus is the same. What actually changes again is that on the 15, we are now paying you 13% of their combo value. Plus, we then say the differential 43 minus 38 is 5% of the supervisor entire group with their people. 43 minus 35 is 8% for your assistant supervisor group. And then if you want to build a manager, there's 2 ways to get to manager. You can have between 15 and 25 people within your structure. If let's say 15 people are doing 4 CCs, that is 60. 60 times 2 is 120. You've achieved your level of manager. But because we don't build the same and momentum is not the same, the company gives you an opportunity to do 150 a case credit within 4 months. When that happens, congratulations, within any 4 months or 2 months, you are a manager buying at 48% discount. What is nice is the referral bonus is also still the same. Now, on top of their referral bonus, you are earning 18% of the 15 normal 13%. The differential here is 48 minus 43 is 5% for every person who's an assistant manager with their team, their group purchase, whatever products they buy, whether they've used or sold, you are getting that 5%. 48 minus 38, it's 10% of the supervisor group. 48 minus 35 is 13%. I want you to see something special about Forever. What we are doing here, we are saying we will always pay you more for newer people. Hence, you will always see it's 13% for assistant supervisor, 8%, 3%, because they're still relying on more knowledge on you. Now, I want you to notice something special and important as well. There's a common denominator within our business. Everybody attends training simply because knowledge is potential power, and of course, applied knowledge is powerful. So what we actually want to do is that we want you to understand how to build your business so that you can actually take it further and teach the other people that are within your business. And in 4 case credits, it's important. This is the success factor. You're only going to make money when you make your 4 CCs. Hence, I'm saying just write that 4 CCs so that when you start your business, you are actually going to start seeing that you are making money within the business. We bring people into business. As we sponsor the people, we are building those people. So sponsoring meaning you bring people into the business and you actually coach and mentor them within the business. And we continue to do that. Manager is not final destination. You will become an eagle manager. I'm a senior manager currently in the business. There are soaring managers up to centurion managers. So you will be developing managers within your structure. As you are developing people, the money grows and also the levels grows. So this is the marketing plan within the Forever. The question is, where do you want to be? Now, allow me to move over just to recap what I've been saying. The business says you can actually become an assistant supervisor within 2 consecutive months. So you will notice that level movements within our business, we give people a chance. If you buy a 1 CC quarter membership or a half membership, you have 2 consecutive months to become a full Forever business owner. But the best way to start is the buying the Start Your Journey combo, the one that I was referring to. This combo immediately gives you 2 points or 2 case credits and you become an assistant supervisor immediately. Remember, I said the benefits is that you move from 5% discount, you immediately buy with 30% discount. And then when you are doing 4 CCs, you will earn your 5% boost bonus. So I always advise people that if you have to borrow and just get your Start Your Journey. And plus another advantage is that it is actually discounted for you to, it's cheaper actually, if I were to speak it in a normal, understandable word, is that it's cheaper to start your membership at Start Your Journey Combo, because I think currently in South Africa it's 6.5. And if you were to get your other combos, it actually works out to be a little bit higher. So I advise you, new people, to actually go and get the Start Your Journey combo and immediately start your journey. Now let's recap supervisor level. Like I said before, it's calculated on 4 cc's. So this is the success factor. You need 25 points within 2 consecutive months, between 3 and 5 people in your team. Every time when I say in your team, they don't have to be immediately yours or all of them directly under you. It could be everyone within your structure. Key benefits, 38% discount, you end the differential as well. So we go to assistant manager, like I said, 10 to 15 people doing the 4 cc's. You're buying at 43%. You paid the differential for 43 minus 35 and 38. You are earning the differential. And manager, like I said, either 120 within 2 consecutive months or 150 points within 4 consecutive months. You could be working typically with 15 to 25 people within your team, and really you are buying at 48% discount and making the differential as you are helping the other people within the team. Now let's look at leadership income. So leadership income says to you, you are a manager buying at 48% discount. You are helping people to build. Don't be the only manager. Go and help somebody to become a manager. When this person is directly under you, when they get to manager, we call them your first generation. So first generation, you are actually going to be able to be paid 6%. Now, this is calculated based on 60 case credit. So we know that an average manager, when they actually, do 60 points, the 6% in terms of rents, we're looking at least around 17,502 rents. So by helping somebody to make money, what is nice is that this person is also buying at 48% discount and making their money with their teams. But because you are the one who's helped them, you will actually get that 6% that I'm talking about. However, that person will bring someone else. This person, as soon as you help that person to build a manager business, they become your second generation. That now it's no longer 6%, we are looking at 3%. These calculations are based on 60 cc's or 60 points that this manager on second generation will do. We're looking at 8,700 there when they are doing their 60 case credits. And then of course, if we're looking at the third generation person coming now, that is 2%, it's around 5,800. So you could actually not only build first generation 111, this you can actually build a massive business. This leadership income says, imagine if you've got multiple lines of managers. Sometimes you've helped out of 20 maybe people that you've recruited, 3 of them are managers. You're getting 3 times that 6%. And then if the 3 of them produce 2 each, on second generation is 6 managers, you'll get the 3% times that. And then also we're looking at that 2% times the number of managers on the third generation level. I just want to remind you again that this is willable business. With willable business, what it means is that you are actually, the day God remembers you, all your assistant supervisors, your assistant managers, and your generational managers will be willed to the person that you nominate as, the person that will inherit your business. So really, this is the kind of business you've been called to actually come and experience what is happening. Now we move along. I just want to say, as I was giving shout out, I've seen people from all over the world. Currently, I am in South Africa. I am allowed to build in Asia, Europe, Australia, North America, South America, anywhere where, my dreams lead me, anywhere where God allows me to go and build. Like I said, you've got the license to trade in over 165 countries. So there are still extras as well. The Forever to Drive, you can buy the car of your dreams. But really, ladies and gentlemen, you're not only going to be buying a car. This is some of the Forever business owners within the business. This Maserati is driven by Mr. Mbata. He is a former policeman. And we're looking at Mr. and Mrs. Pangam. This is Eric and Sylvia. They are my uplines in the business, 23 years in December in the business. This is Mrs. Ngumisa Machezi, state advocate. She's now doing Forever full-time. And this is Ronan Aniki, They also forever business owners that are building the business full time. So there are people that are having professions, but they're building their business on a full time basis now. And also, let's look at now as you're helping people, sometimes it's not even you chasing these things. Forever will give you these things. I spoke about multiple streams of income within the business. This Forever to Drive, you can get between 6,720 to 13,440 per month to either go on holiday, you could invest for your children, maybe pay for your bond or mortgage, really, or buy a car. So if you are actually finding yourself month one doing 50 points with your team, 100 the following month and 150, that extra 6,720 comes for 3 months. This is 36 months, is on the 15. It comes onto your payslip. I love the flexibility that they give it to you. You decide what you want to do with this money because it's your money, and that's a total of just over 200,000. Now you don't have to wait for 3 months. If you happen to do 75, 150 and 225 maybe a year later, or immediately 75 covers is covered by month 2 of level 150. By that, on month 4 if you do 225, we stop the 6,000. Every level you start at month 1 for 36 months, there's that extra income of over 360,000. Level 3 is 100, a 200, 300 points with your team. As you guys are growing, there's extra 13,440. You decide how much you want. This is just almost, R500,000. I said there's multiple streams of income within the business. There's also global travel within the business. As you are working and helping people to, build, I hope you can see the pictures here. These are exotic locations where we pay for you and your partner of choice when you qualify. We actually fly you. We actually also pay for your lodging as well. 5-star hotels. These are beautiful destinations, really. From January to December, you can qualify for Global Rally by just qualifying and accumulating 1,500 points with your team. And really, this year the Global Rally was in Bali, but if you take a look next year, this is where the Global Rally is going. So India is calling next year. The Global Rally is going to India. I actually saw myself twice on those, videos. It's always exciting, this fun. So that is the first, trip that you get to go to in April. Most of the time, it says now really we go in April or May. And the second trip as well is called Eagle Manager, trained by, top of the cream, all over the world. And these are people that are doing well within business everywhere from all over the world. As we qualify, there's another trip. You also still go with your +1, because Forever believe that we build memories with people. People just came from Thailand, Pattaya, and guess what? Next year, it's going down. If you want to go to Italy, Venice, or you want to go to Croatia, Triste and Dubrovnik, look at where we're going next year. Wow. So this is guys rocking the boat. So you're going with your partner of choice. So meaning that you can take your brother, your sister, your mother, your husband, your wife, whoever that you want to actually go with here. I remember we once did rock the boat. That's why they're saying return of rock the boat. This business is amazing. We did Barcelona, Monte Carlo, and Rome via Villefranche in France. So yes, next year, 21st September to the 25th, it's going down. We actually rocking the boat. Now, there's also another benefit. Remember, I spoke about the check, the bonus checks. You actually work hard from January to December. The first trip, you're going on a global rally to also get a profit share. So in Bali this year, the following South Africans got their checks there, and in no particular order, we actually have Tobeka and Petrus Mabanga on level 1. We also had Zenkosi Skosana, we had Amadilo Marite, we also had Mashi Rahwale, we had Mandina Kepakana, we also had Mampo Kuchikanyane, we also have Lucas and Irene Mokhachane, who actually got their checks, and Nolufefo and Kanyiso Dlamini. We also have Nogutula and Sibongile Sigai. It doesn't matter which background you come from. As you work hard, like I said, there's no favoritism. We also have, because Botswana is part of SADC, we also had the following: Susan Motswana Kheng, we also had Offense Juna Rabai, we also had Okopoleng Dropson from Botswana, and Emily Rabai, who went and shared the profit with the company. So what the business does is that out of whatever that they do, they share the profits with the company. Now, we also had level 3. So this amazing couple, guys, they are number 1 in Africa. They're doing so well. This is Ongobile and Pesim Selego from Durban here in South Africa. Like, guys, come in. I hope you're sitting with your spouse and making sure that you're looking at this opportunity so that the two of you can actually build the business together. Now, maybe you're wondering, Khopelo, you've said a mouthful. Where do I start? How do I start? These are just superior products. Like I said, we are not pharmaceutical, we are nutraceutical. It's meant to support, issues that we have with our bodies. The body's supposed to, really heal itself, but we actually, with the food that we eat, they are void of nutrients. There's pesticides and herbicides within some of the food that we eat. We just we need this amazing products. So maybe you're thinking, is there the right marketplace? Who am I going to sell to? I just want to say we have the right marketplace. We've done the research for you. In weight management, we are helping with weight loss, weight gain, weight maintenance, and we're looking at 586 billion US globally. And then vitamins and supplement, COVID has taught us really well. It doesn't matter which language you speak, we all need to supplement. There's also sports and nutrition. We do have skincare and men's grooming. Really, this is an industry worth more than $4 trillion, dollars globally. So this is the business of the 21st century. The person that has invited you here to this meeting, they'll be able to share all the product. We've got more than 200 products within our business, and this is going to be helping you. And maybe now at this point you are thinking, will it work for me? I just want to say, if you take it seriously, really, in any new venture, time and effort is required. You just need to be coachable and attend all relevant trainings. I remember when I started, they said the engineering cap must come out. Let's focus on helping people, network marketing. Hence, I'm saying the coachable attitude will come very handy. You just need to commit the time required to become successful. And really, if you're self-motivated and willing to work closely with the person that introduced you into the business, definitely you are going to be successful. Another thing that you need to do is just be willing to think big, dream big, set goals for yourself and your family. Remember, this is an opportunity that will change your family. And also commit to be having regular customers, build, a team, and develop those multiples of key people, the people that are serious and they know what they want. Be prepared to tell everyone about what you do. Remember, you're a forever business owner, not an FBI. You just also need to have that great attitude. So now, ladies and gentlemen, from what you've seen so far, if it's a yes, go to the person that invited you here to come and register, and then book that planning session with that mentor, because you want to know the direction to take from here. And then if it's a no, I want to advise you, I don't know why it would be a no. There's multiple streams of income here. I just want you to try a product. Look at the area where you're struggling in your life currently, whether it's weight, whether you need supplements, skincare, or personal care. Use this organic products and get an experience and be able to share your experience. And if it's a maybe, go back to the person that has invited you here to actually come and answer the questions that you may actually have. So ladies and gentlemen, like I promised, I said in an hour, we will actually be able to finish my part of the presentation. I hope that you've heard about it. I hope that you've understood the CCs, you've understood the multiple streams of income. Like I said, this is an, company that, started in 1978, 45 years globally. It will allow you to do things. Now, I'm super, super, super excited, ladies and gentlemen, to be introducing this speaker, because I've got, 4 minutes. I just want to tell you a story, Natalie, and I want to tell to everybody. So there was a global rally in South Africa in 2016. Before I joined the business, it was at the Dome in South Africa in Johannesburg. I didn't attend. I was not even a Forever business owner. Guess what? Then I was shown pictures, and the Forever magazine came. There was this lovely young woman at the time, and she was holding a $1 million check underneath her arm, and she was like, you inspired me a great time. I don't know if you have a vivid memory of this, Natalie. And I remember my sponsor, when she saw the poster, she literally called me and said, remember, you saw the check, you were inspired by it, Natalie. I actually went on YouTube, I searched you, and I found you and Jane. You became, that mentor that you didn't know. Thank you for inspiring my journey. Thank you for making a positive impact in my life without even knowing. And how God works. 7 years later, here I am, same platform with you, a bit emotional about it, but I'm grateful for being that person. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give you all the way from the UK, Miss Natalie Healy. Welcome, Natalie, and how are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. What an awesome presentation, and what a great intro to me. I'm so glad that I inspired you to do what you've done. And it just shows that literally, no matter what your background, where you are in the world, anybody can build a business if they've got the passion and the intention and the reason to do it. And really, that's where I started. So I've been in Forever now for 17 years. I got introduced through my mum. My mum's been in the company for 27 years, but it took me 10 years to get started. And I guess it's about being in the right situation for change. And for me, I had 2 children. So they were 2 and 5 months old. And for me, it was just the time now to get going. Whereas before that, I was happy with my life. I was happy with my jobs. But once I had the kids, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mum. So Forever gave me the opportunity to do that, because it meant I could work from home around the children, earn a little bit of extra money, because that's all I was looking for to begin with, and to be able to be mum, which is the most important thing to me. So I've now got 3 children. So my eldest is 19. He's away at university. So you can see that's him in the middle. When I started, he was tiny. And now there he is on the left. And he's been with me on the Forever journey the whole time. Rosie, my middle daughter, was 5 months old. She's now 17. And now I've got little Phoebe, who's 6 as well. And for the past 17 years, I have literally built my business around the children without the need of childcare, other than them when they started school, obviously. But when they were little, it was me at home with them, because in the UK, it's very unusual to have child help with the kids in the home. It's very expensive to do that here. So Forever has enabled me to be mum, But it's also enabled me to build a pretty amazing income because I became a single parent. So for me, this was then the only income coming into the home. So I was able to work the business to suit me to earn more money. And really, I built my business just in little moments of the day when the kids were sleeping or the kids were playing, giving me a chance to get on my phone, get on the internet and get going, really. A big part of my success, if you like, came from setting goals. And it took me really a couple of years to understand and get the vision of goal setting. And it was actually my son that actually got me to start setting a goal, because he'd come home from nursery school and the teacher had asked me when we were going to Disneyland, and we weren't going to Disneyland because that wasn't something that we could afford. However, when I looked at my little boy and I saw the passion in his eyes, I thought, I can't say no. And I'm sure if you're a parent, you know that feeling when they're looking at you with excitement. So I decided to set it as a goal and really work my business to be able to make it happen. And from that moment forward, because a few months later we went to Disney because I'd made the money to do it, I learned to set goals all the time to be able to make my dreams come true. And now, you know, I've been living in my dream home, which I bought through Forever as a single parent, in Oxfordshire. It's an old farmhouse which I renovated. A big goal when I got started was to put my children through a private education. I don't know what that is in Rand, but in the UK per child, it costs about £15,000 per year per child, and I've got 3 children. So Forever has enabled me to give them that private education, which has just been amazing for them. You know, my 2 older children have done really well. My eldest has obviously finished school. The second one's about to finish school, and then I've got Phoebe at the very start of her journey. But thanks to Forever, I've been able to make this happen. There were many times that I doubted myself along the way. And, you know, I think that's the beauty of Forever, is we all start with no experience whatsoever. So you will have moments where you think, can I do this? Can I make it work? But the training and the support that you get is absolutely amazing. There's always someone cheering for you, someone there to help, showing you the way, because you're joining someone else who has taken those steps before you. So, of course, you know, as you go, you're going to learn lots and get your hand held and be able to achieve what you want. So Forever really has given me an absolutely incredible life. We have done some amazing things. Been out to Africa, actually, that's where I was on my 40th birthday when I picked up the $1 million check, and we had an awesome trip out there going on safari. Going to Victoria Falls, doing a microlight flight over the falls. We've been to Disney a couple of times. And for me, travel is a big, big thing. So Forever's enabled me to travel the world with the free trips that they do. So 2 free trips a year, which the kids tend to come on with me all the time, but also doing our own holidays as well to make memories. And also I was able to buy a second home. So the house you can see looking out on the water, that's my second home down on the coast in the UK. So it literally has been life-changing for me. I started off 17 years ago with no experience as a very shy, very unconfident person. To think that I got to #1 in the UK and #2 in the whole world, I actually have to pinch myself now. You know, it took me about 10 years to get to that. Working around 2 children as a single parent, literally looking after them full time and just doing this around them, which shows it is a business that wraps around your lifestyle. So whether you are working full time, working 2, 3 jobs, working around family commitments, this is something that goes alongside. And the power of online is what enables it to go so quickly now. So that's where I am in South Africa, actually picking up that $1 million check. And you can see my children crying in this photo and I'm smiling, because the year before my check was 645,000, and that had been a massive jump from the year before, which had shocked me. It was me in tears that year, but that year it was my children in tears. And I looked down at them and I said to them, you know, why are you crying? And they looked up at me and they said, because mummy, we are so proud of you. And that's when I knew I'd reach my biggest goal in forever, to show my kids that absolutely anything is possible if you're prepared to work for it. And the kids know, you know, the work that I've put in to enable them to have the life that they have. But it's also shown them that, you know, if you want anything and you're prepared to work for it, you can absolutely deliver it with this company. This is just some of the incentive trips that we've been on that you've just heard a little bit about. You know, we have so much fun, and the people that you work with end up becoming your closest friends and like family. You know, I've literally traveled the world with some incredible people. We're just back from Thailand, so we were there just literally last month. And you know, you're treated to 5-star trips, 5-star hotels, spending money when you get there, and forever really know how to party as well. So you can see here some of the partying that you do along the way, because they recognize you for your success. They're so grateful to have us as their ambassadors as the company, that they really make you feel rewarded. Phoebe came along into my life when I was 41. She was unexpected in my life. And, you know, what forever showed me is that I was able to take time out. You know, at 41, having a third baby, I'd put in a lot of hard work into forever. And I wanted to enjoy that baby that I wasn't expecting in my life. So for the past 5-6 years, I've worked my business very, very slowly, at a lot less pace than I did in the early days to get where I was, because I'd built up those royalty incomes that you were just shown on the screen, those 632%. So I was able to take time out, enjoy my baby, watch her grow up, and work at a lot slower pace, because I'd built up that income already. And to know that that business is there for my children, when I pass on to another world, this business will go on and be given to them, gives you a massive, massive peace of mind. Throughout the years, you know, throughout building my business over the past 17 years, the one thing that I'm most grateful for is my children can always come first. When they need me, I don't have to work. I don't have to ask a boss if I can have the day off to look after them in the school holidays, if I can be there at the school play, if I can be there at an important sports match for them, because I am my own boss. So I can literally work my business around my family life as my first priority. And I'm super, super grateful for that. But also the experience that it's given to my children. You know, my children have got so much more confidence than I had at that age. They're so used to working as a team. They'll get up and stand and talk in front of people, because they've seen me do it over the years and shown them, you know, exactly what is possible. I was very lucky to have met the owner of our company many, many times. You know, the passion that he had, the vision that he had was just absolutely incredible. And what I want to just leave you with is part of our mission statement. And, you know, Rex said his whole being of this company was to be able to give a gift to other people so that they can create a business that works around their family and their lifestyles. So his mission statement is, we will create a profitable environment where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be, where integrity, empathy, and fun are our guides. We'll create and cherish a passion for and a belief in our company, our products, and our industry. Now, if you meet any forever business owner anywhere around the world, I can tell you they literally all have that same passion, that same belief in the company, because the company believe in us, but we also believe in them. And the stories that we get from the products from our customers and using them ourselves just literally helps that passion multiply. So it's very simple to get involved and build a business when you're surrounded with such positive energy and like-minded people. I always think to myself, you know, where I would be if I hadn't have taken this business on. And what I want you to do is just to think back 5 years ago. Think where your life was, and then think of where you are today. And have you moved forward? Have you accomplished what you've wanted to accomplish, or are you still in the same place as you were 5 years ago? Because for me, 5 years in this business, working it hard literally changed my life for the better. And we all have the same choice. We've all got this same business opportunity, but it's just up to us to make the choice that's right for us, to jump in and get started, and then get started at the pace that you're happy to work with. I really wish you, you know, to make the decision that's correct for you, to work alongside whoever's inviting you, and to share their passion to help you move forward. Thank you so much for letting me be your guest this evening. It's been an absolute delight and so awesome to see so many people joining you.
Oh my gosh. You know what, Natalie? I want to say that you give me Vavaboom. I don't know if you know what Vavaboom is. If you're not sure, please go to Sija. Sija will put it, you know, how you will understand it. But I think one other thing that really just blows my mind is that this opportunity, Natalie, has afforded you in South Africa per child. Like it means all three of your children, you are able to pay 1 million rand, you know, for the three of your
Wow,
children.
that sounds
This
like
is,
a lot of zeros.
imagine that. So I just want to say really thank you so much for taking away your time. You could be with your team, but because the power forever is the power of love, you've actually came in, you know, to share your story. It's still inspiring even today. I thank you ever so much. I know that everybody on this call tonight, they have seen through you that, you know, with your 17 years, they can still do better. And then again, you said that because you've built the royalty income, you know, the 632%, you were able to enjoy your baby. This is a luxury that not many parents will actually be able to do, stay away from their job or build, you know, go to work, do a little minimum, not reaching those KPIs or KPAs, but you know, this opportunities afforded you that. I want to say thank you ever so much. And we are so forever grateful for having you. You're still that inspiration even today. I want to thank our country sales manager for really just, you know, awarding me this opportunity. When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. But really, thank you so much. It's lovely having you here tonight. Just to remind everyone again, go to the person that has invited you here on this call to really just, you know, pick up that form, sign in. Remember, you are signing to change your life and be able to have the teachable and coachable attitude and spirit and build your forever journey. Thank you ever so much. It is a good evening from my house, and may God bless you. Thank you. Goodbye.